Hi, this is Dan Richards, designer at ECS. Uh, Hopefully you saw the previous uh, video file I created showing the spreader uh, automation. This one's intended to show how I've used some of that in small ways here at ECS and how they benefit us and how they can benefit us more and more the more we use this. But we're always creating models all the time for different purposes, either for production or just for installation drawings to represent things that we're installing into. And this is called a Zeus rail, and I've had problems obtaining models to reuse or to modify and reuse. So on one of my last projects that required the use of a Zeus rail, I ended up just modeling one that could be modified and reused and reused and reused with a minimal amount of effort and time. Uh, this particular part, I did not use program on. This is a pretty basic part. Uh, this one simply is one where you modify a parameter. The parameter here called holes. I can change that to just about any number, whole number, and regenerate the model and do a save as on it, and I've got my model. I haven't spent any time modeling another part, modifying another model. That's all it took, was just that. And I do a save as, either give it a manufacturing part number or give it a unique name to put into an installation. Uh, and okay, wrong one, tools, parameters. Uh, so I can put that into an installation, and if the installation changes for some reason, we get a variation, or we want to duplicate the installation, do a save as and modify it a little bit. This part that was put in there is modifiable, where most of the parts that I found of these Zeus rails are not. In fact, one of them I found was really pretty bad. Uh, Someone had used some techniques that were pretty poor. I also had to, these are blanking plates that go into Zeus rails. Uh, I had to have some of these in installation. These have three different purposes. Uh, there's some normal parts, standard type parts that already exist that these can be used as. They can be used as the Zeus rail was, as a representation in an installation. And they can also be used as a source file for creating one for manufacturing. Uh, that's all handled through the save as to what part numbers you give it to and everything. But uh, I wrote instruction for proper use of those three different instructions. This one I did use a little bit, very, very little program functionality. Uh, but here, there's a drawing that we have where you can reference the dash number off of the part number on the drawing. Uh, and and again, I've had to spend no time modeling. I had to spend no time researching what it should be. spending time getting everything exactly right. This can also change out the these parts here. These come in different colors, and this one doesn't do it. I have another model in the system which will do that as well. I added that functionality to this since this particular model that I have right here, but I can make this one of, I think there's some 20 some or 30 some of these. Okay, 20 some of these, I guess. Try 24 if I recall. Okay, yeah. So again, I didn't have to spend any time modeling. It's very, very parametric and can be changed at any time. If I had this, like the Zeus rail, if I had this in an assembly and did a save as, and in the second assembly, this had to be different, I could simply regenerate it to the proper dash number, and I'm done. I don't have to open up this model and redefine, modify anything. I mean, there's so much time saved here that it's almost ridiculous compared to a non-parametric model. So these are just two very small applications of some of that functionality that I showed with the other video. I believe you can probably imagine the time savings involved compared to recreating one of these manually every single time, creating a part, finding the drawings to get the dimensioning correct, creating an assembly, and putting in the those little knob things that are on there, and which is basically what ECS has been doing, and I'm attempting to bring more of this into use so that we can make better use of our time. Thank you.